back to the Traders Network. I'm Michael Yorba, your host. Thanks for joining us. We're also streaming to you live on yorbamedia.com. All right, coming to me now live from In the Money Stocks, Nick Santiago. Nick, thanks for showing up. How are you?
Very good, Michael. Thank you for having me.
All right, my pleasure. All right, Nick, you have been knocking it out of the park every time you've been on the show. I don't know how long this is going to keep going on, but you keep winning and winning and winning and winning in these trading rooms. So let's move forward. What happened?
Well, so far we're having a pretty good year in 2013, and I think that hopefully we'll continue to do this. Right now, it's been a great trading market, and that's something I've come on your show and said, both on the long and short side. I mean, if you can navigate these markets, we use the technicals. We also use cycles, but it's been a dynamite market. We've had a great year so far.
No, wait. That reminds me. I got an email from Brian, who works with you, and did I get that right? Like you're up 180 or 90%?
It's about 140% if you would have taken every single trade this year in 2013 so far. We're printing only, I think, about 7 losses compared to around, I believe, 36 winners or 35 winners, something like that. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but we're having an exceptional year, and it's been a great market for swing traders as well as investors. So I always tell people each and every week, Michael, come on over and give it a shot for 7 days. It's a free trial out there. Take advantage of it.
What are you trading that gets you up over 140% with that kind of win-loss ratio? What are you doing? That's fantastic. What are you doing?
Well, we're just basically a lot of the calls are I put right here on your show almost each and every week, and traders can go back and listen to all the archives. We're not going to get them all correct, but for the most part, when we lose small. But right now, we're just looking to take bites out of the market. I mean, you're having setups each and every day out there, and that's what you want to do as a trader. You want to just take advantage of the setups when they're there. If they get a bullish pattern, we go long. We get a short side pattern, we sell short, and we're just trying to take advantage of it each way.
Well, you're doing a great job. All right, now you want to start off today with unleaded gas, right? The UNG?
I wanted to start off today with UNG, which is the natural gas. That's natural gas, and it's having a really, really good sell-off. And I think traders want to watch the $20.30 level, $20.25. There could be a nice technical bounce there. UNG has had a great move this year so far. It had a great move since February. And I think, we're coming into the summertime where people aren't going to use as much natural gas as they would have in the wintertime because they don't need to heat their homes any longer. But there's still going to be a nice technical bounce in there around 2020, 2025. I think traders could look for, a quick buck or two in that one rather easily. And if it recaptures the upside above 24, this has potential to go to $27. I mean, natural gas is probably going to be a major part of the future of the United States.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Hopefully they connect all those stations and really make the natural gas at the gas station go, because there's a lot of it and it would be cheap, and it would really help the economy if we could get those prices down in regards to transportation costs. Okay. Enough of the fundamentals. Good call on that thing. Let's move forward. J.P. Morgan. Okay, you totally turned us on to this as a tip-off for what's going on.
Yeah, and you're going to notice something over the last couple of days. Right now, the markets are testing the highs again, but J.P. Morgan has been lagging over the past 5-6 trading sessions. And whenever you see that, you got to be a little bit alarmed. But the stock still has a ton of resistance around the $50 level if it does, get back up to that area. But either way, one thing I've been noticing the last few days is that JPM is not trading higher with the major stock indexes. And I think this is a little bit of an alarm going off, at least for me, that if JPM is not making new highs or Goldman, there could be some short-term problems in this market soon.
Okay, well, the world is looking for a better buy point, so tell me how deep you think it would go if it falls from here.
Well, on JPM or the actual
JP Morgan. We'll get to the S&P
JPM.
later.
Well, if we fall sharply, I think the stock would probably find a very, very good low around $38. So that $38.50 level, $38, that would be a real good level to get into J.P. Morgan, I'd be looking to buy the stock around that level.
I would dearly love to own J.P. Morgan at 38.
Yeah, I think you have a good chance.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Exxon.
Okay, ExxonMobil is the world's largest company by market cap. This stock is not making new highs with the stock market either, and that's a little bit of an alarm because the stock does just carry so much weight in the S&P 500 and also in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. The stock still has a ton of resistance around $90. I think it could probably be shorted around $90 for a move down to around the 86.50 level. It's staying in that range, so you'll get a lot of opportunities to trade this thing. That's how it should be viewed. But this is another leading stock that I'm seeing right now that just cannot make new highs with the major stock indexes.
Okay. All right. Well, wait a minute. Before we move on, do you see this as through the same story over and over again throughout the 2013, or this is just a short-term range that we're going to live through for a little bit?
Well, I think right now it's just a short-term range.
Okay.
It's a good trading range. I've been buying Exxon myself in my IRA every time the stock gets down to around 86 or 85, and I sell it every time it gets to around $88, $89. And it's been working recently, so I think that's something that could continue for traders. But ultimately, I mean, unless ExxonMobil took out the 85 level with real conviction, then I wouldn't be too concerned about it. I think it's still a good trading range vehicle.
Okay. All right. TLT, the interest rate market.
Yeah, TLT is the long 20 and 30-year treasuries. The reason why I bring it up is that it's just holding up like a rock right now. I mean, TLT has not pulled back at all. Ever since it closed above that weekly chart bearish bar that was made in early March 2013, this thing has held up very, very well. And the more I look at it, the more I think it wants to go up to $130.
Okay. All right. And do you see that as a slow gradual, or is there any volatility to it?
No, there's always going to be some volatility involved, but the one thing I am noticing is if the TLT does make an abrupt move up to that level, that will probably cause a lot of volatility and be bearish for the overall stock indexes such as the S&P 500.
Okay. All right. Well, since you brought them up, let's talk about the S&P 500. Got a little rally trying to hit the all-time highs. What do you think?
Well, we had that happen about 2 days ago as well, and it came down pretty sharply yesterday on a little uptick in volume. Today, I'm not impressed by today's rally because of the fact that it's happening on only, if you take a look at the spiders today, it's happening on 81 million shares. I mean, yeah, that's Mickey Mouse volume. We may not even reach 100 million by the closing bell. So there's no real conviction in today's move as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Apple?
I wanted to bring up Apple because it's. I was on your show probably a couple of weeks ago, and I said 450 is pretty much its upside target after earnings, and you're there now. Anybody that owns Apple, I would tighten up the stop real tight, and I'm almost getting tempted to short this equity.
Okay. And if you do get the, catch the edge on this thing, where do you think it's going?
Well, I think ultimately Apple wants to get down to that 380, possibly 360 level. So we don't have a setup yet to just take a short on it right now.
Right.
We're looking to see just a little bit more on the charts, but this resistance level is definitely an area where I would take profits.
Okay. All right. One for me, the U.S. dollar. We got a nice rally going on today.
Oh, a tremendous rally in the dollar. As my subscribers know, I have been telling them the 81.42 level was going to be the bounce level for the dollar. And I even said it on to your show, I think, as well, Michael, and I said watch for the euro to go down when the dollar hits that level. And so far that is happening today. I think the dollar has upside back up to 83.50 at this moment.
Okay. All right. All right. Now, you also, if I recall right from that email, about the same thing that, Brian was telling me about the ROI that you guys have been able to do. By the way, fantastic job. But you also have another service. You show people how to trade. You show institutional people how to trade, right?
That's true. We consult for many hedge funds. They usually come to us when they have they're underwater a little bit. I wish they'd come to us when they're not underwater. But we do teach individuals as well as institutional traders.
Yeah, and you do that with hands-on, one-on-one not in a group setting, but on a one-on-one basis, right?
Right. We have done both. We've done it in a group setting. We've also done it one-on-one, and we also have individual webinars that we will do as well.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen out there in listening to us talk, if you have a hedge fund that's trading millions and billions of dollars and it's not doing as good as you'd really like it to do, just call Nick.
That's it.
Right.
Happens quite a bit.
All right, we got to go. Give everybody a web address so they can get back to you.
Yep, come on over to inthemoneystocks.com. Take a 7-day free trial, Michael. You come over to the chat room. Just this morning, I put up a bunch of gap plays, 3 for 3 on all the morning gaps. I mean, if you want to become a 60-minute trader and just trade the first hour of the day, I mean, we provide a tremendous service just for that.
You certainly do, and you showed it right here on our show time and time again. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you, Michael. Have a great day.
You too. All right, Nick Santiago, President, CEO, InTheMoneyStocks.com. You want to learn from the best? There you go. Try them out. All right, coming up next,